Oh no, your Sony Alpha, your beloved Sony a7c isn't working perfectly. Maybe it stopped working altogether and you've got to get it fixed. I have a recommendation for you for where you can send your Sony a7c to get perfectly repaired. And let me tell you, you're not sending it to Sony. I was filming a coffee montage for my how to make a viral Instagram video when all of a sudden the camera goes blank and I hear a thump sound. I did what all a7c owners do. I turn the camera off, turn it back on again, 14 seconds later, screen goes blank and there's a thump sound. So I took my iPhone and I recorded a little bit of this happening and then I posted it to the Sony a7c group on Facebook. If you are not a member of that Sony a7c group on Facebook, I highly recommend it. They're very informative and they're also really supportive of people taking photos. As I was getting some answers back from them about how to fix my camera, I called Sony and Sony gave me a piece of advice. They said, 1, take out the battery. 2, turn the camera on. 3, press and hold the shutter button for 30 seconds. 4, replace the battery. And of course, 5, turn your camera on. And lo and behold, this worked for about 5 minutes. And then my camera simply went. So I called Sony back. I re-explained what I had done and Sony said over the phone, your camera's dead. And with my heart broken about my camera being dead, like all good patients, I needed a second opinion. I quickly dialed the number in the top corner and to my total surprise, I got a person. Not just any person, I got a person. I didn't have to wait on a phone tree to get them like the owner of the store actually picked up. And so I retold my experience about what had happened with Sony and then the questions began. Had I dropped my camera? What kind of batteries had I used? Have I done anything unusual with my camera recently? And then unfortunately, I got the verdict. My camera was dead. The person on the phone was so nice and so convincing that I filled out the repair order form and I went to the post office. I was walking into the post office when I realized I didn't know anything about Video One repair. So I walked back to my car, I sat down, I opened up my phone, and I began to look at the reviews for Video One repair, and I was blown away. They had a 5 out of 5-star review on Google. Every single customer was saying the same thing about their service, about their experience, and it wasn't just 1 review or 2 reviews. It was over 100 reviews that were saying great things about Video One repair. At that moment, I knew I was in good hands. So I got out of my car and I mailed them my Sony a7c. It's a sad day when your a7c stops working and you got to take it down to the post office to mail it off and get repaired, to get fixed. I'll let you know how the repair goes. Keep your fingers crossed, it doesn't cost as much as the camera. 10 days later, my Sony a7c was returned to me and it turns out that the main PCB board or the main circuit board just broke for no apparent reason whatsoever. And what I liked in the returning process is that the same diagnostic care that was put into figuring out what went wrong, even though they couldn't figure it out, was seen in the box that came to me. There was a bright fragile sticker on the box, and when I opened up the box, my camera was surrounded by lots of popcorn. When I dug through the popcorn, I found that my camera was insulated inside bubble wrap. I had to cut through the bubble wrap to find that my camera was nicely placed inside of a plastic bag that was sealed with like a rubber band and my invoice. And when I took the camera out of the bag, wow! It looked brand new. They had cleaned every part of this camera from top to bottom. The side viewfinder, there were no fingerprints on it. The back of the side viewfinder, there was no smudges from my nose. Even the little dust particles in the hot shoe where I placed my mic had totally cleaned out. My camera looked brand new, as if I had just bought it that day, and you could tell that the people at Video One Repair had taken a lot of time and energy and effort to return my camera to me in a better condition than when I sent it to them. Thank you, Video One Repair, from the heart. This is a total unsolicited review of Video One Repair. When you send your Sony a7c to Video One Repair, it is like having the best doctors in the world operate on your camera. And these doctors also have the best bedside manner. So if your camera ever breaks, send it to Video One Repair. I highly recommend it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe in the description below. My name is Oliver Villa, and thanks for getting your camera fixed with me today. And fingers crossed, you never have to use Video One Repair. But if you do, you now know where to find them.